Hey guys, Shada here, and today I'm going to show you how to build your own WordPress blog with HostGator in less than hopefully 20 minutes. If I go over 20 minutes, you know, you can blame me later, but I believe that this is going to be one of the easiest things you do in your blogging journey. Now, we are going to build a self-hosted WordPress blog. And that means, I know you probably heard of WordPress, but there are two different types of WordPress. There's WordPress.com and there's WordPress.org. WordPress.com is a platform in itself similar to Blogger, which allows you to host, your blog on it. But it is free, and so you do not own it. However, WordPress.org is also free, is an open source software, but in order for it to run and operate, it has to be self-hosted. It means you have to have it on your own domain and your own hosting. So that's what we're going to do with HostGator. Now, you're wondering why HostGator? I love HostGator because it's one of the easier and user-friendly that I've ever used. Now I'm not saying it's the easiest, but I say it's one of the easier. I also use some of my accounts and my websites on GoDaddy, but I did that out of convenience. Now everything from now on, since I found HostGator, I make sure that it's on HostGator. So you can go to the link that I provided below, and you will be brought to the screen here. Now just notice that the link is an affiliate link, so I will get a percentage, like a commission from any purchases you make. Now, do you have to use HostGator? No, there's plenty of other hosting providers out there. You select who you want to use. I just choose HostGator because in my opinion, it's user friendly, as well as affordable, as well as the ones that have wonderful customer service, and that you can, contact them 24/7. You can contact them by phone, email, or chat, and they are very responsive. So let's start by choosing a hosting package. Now, this one, you can click on the yellow button that says Get Started Now, and it's going to ask you which plan to choose. Now, you can choose 3 plans. Now, these are shared hosting plans, and this is what I highly recommend if you're just getting started. Now, if you're a bigger business or you have a ton of traffic, and I mean like thousand, million hits or whatever, shared hosting is not going to be for you. But for the average person who's just starting a business, who's just starting getting online, these are going to be appropriate for you. So the Hashlink plan gives you one single domain, and they say unlimited bandwidth. Every provider says unlimited bandwidth. Does not necessarily mean that it's unlimited. It's just that it's going to be a slim chance that you're going to reach the max. But then they have the baby plan, which is unlimited domains. And this would be a good one package for you if you believe that you're going to have like different domain names. So let's say you want to be an affiliate marketer and you're going to need different websites. You could choose that one. Or maybe, let's say you have your main website, but then you're going to do a course that you're going to put on another domain or website. So you may want the baby plan. I always say get the baby plan because you never know down the road what's going to happen. So, in the business plan, that's unlimited domains, and it just gives you also private SSL, and which is important, especially when you're doing, if you're probably going to have e-commerce, or you're going to be taking people's credit card information on there, so you should probably do the business plan. So let's see the baby plan. Once you do the drop down menu, you will notice that there are, let me scroll down a little bit, there are different plans. They have monthly, 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, and 3 years. You can choose whichever one you want. Just know that you're just going to need that amount up front. So if you do 6 months, you're going to need that price times 6 months. You do kind of save money at the end, on the short term, because when renews, it renews at the current rate. So if you're getting a discount, you won't get that rate. So it depends on how much money you have on hand if you have like $100 or so, then you can get like a year or more. I always tend to get monthly, and I highly recommend that. Sometimes I may do like 3 to 6 months, depending on if there's a good deal, because I like getting coupons and using those as well. So this is let's click on monthly and click on the yellow button that says sign up now. Then you're going to get taken to this screen, and so it's the HostGator order form. I am not going to put my information in because one, I already have an account, and two, this is just a sample to show you like this. So you're going to first choose a domain name. Domain name is obviously your address where people are going to find you. Now, I always recommend people to get their own domain, and this is why I don't suggest doing this, the Blogger or the WordPress.com, because you have these long URL names and nobody's going to remember them. Like if you have your name, it's going to be www.yourname.wordpress.com, or www.yourname. I think it's blogspot.com, because I haven't used that in a while. Nobody's going to remember all that. Nobody's going to write all that down and type that in. Hopefully you've already decided what domain name you're going to use. If it's your name, just click it in. And let's say I'm going to do one that says happycakes.com. Happy Cakes is not available. Let's see, Happy Cakes for me. Happy Cakes for me is available. And I will always suggest you get .com. Most people, if you tell them, oh, you can go visit me at Happy Cakes for You or Happy Cakes for Me, they're going to automatically assume that it's a .com. Now, if you have a name that you don't want anyone else to take, then if it's available, I would take the others with the extensions like .org or .biz or .net. It's entirely up to you, but make sure you definitely get .com. Now, if the one you're looking for is not available, I wouldn't say get the next one. So let's say Happy Cake was taken, like I put in. I could have went to happycakes.biz or Happy Cakes, but I would say not to do that because it's so closely related to somebody else's. And so if you say, oh, go visit me at Happy Cake, they're going to go looking for that website and they may end up on somebody else's. And if it's a competitor, you're going to have lost your business. So stay with .com. The others are just extra. If you know you're going to have like a course, you can add those too. But for right now, we don't need all that. Now, if you already have your own domain, you can click on the tab that says I already own this domain, and then enter it in, what you're looking for, and then they'll switch it up, and you won't have to pay for it or whatever. All right. Now, we're going to choose the second one. We're going to choose a hosting plan. I said we were going to choose baby, and 1 month at $9.36, and that is 20% off. I am going to provide my code, which is Shanetta25, and I'll list it in my notes so that you can save 25% off, which is better than 20%. Am I correct? Yes, I am. Just create a username. Just follow the rules about your username. Make sure it's something that you can remember, and a security pin. And it says 48 digits. And this is going to help when you call customer support. They're going to ask you your name, and your security pin. And so this is going to add extra security to your account when you're trying to access it. And so it says 48 digits. I highly recommend you use the entire 8 digits. And make sure it's something that's easy for you to remember or something you can write down and refer back to, but hard for anyone else to. So don't do like 7772222. Something, random or something that's meaningful to you. Make sure you have that as your security pin. Next one is enter. Number 3, enter your billing information. Use your best email and your contact information. Just be cognizant of the address that you're putting in. Alright. Credit card and PayPal. You have the option of using PayPal on, I can't remember if you can use PayPal on some of the others, but I'm sure you may be able to. It's up to you. If you don't feel comfortable putting your credit card information online, If you use PayPal, it's up to you. Then down below it says add additional services. If you will notice, they've already checked off a few of these. Now, I don't think you need any of those right now, so I would uncheck it. The only thing about the domain privacy protection is that it hides your personal contact information from public view. So you know, it's just like it's public information. So if you put in your, if you go get a domain and someone wants to look up who owns that particular domain, if you look it up, I think it's the who is directory. If you look it up, it's the person who owns it and their address, their contact information, right? If you don't want that to be accessible to to the general public, you can have it blocked by paying actual extra $10 a year. I bypass this because if you do this for every domain you have, it adds up. I always use a post office box, so people can still contact me. They can send me stuff, but they're not going to be able to, I'm not going to be afraid of them popping up at my front door, right? So I would say to uncheck these because you don't really need them right now. Then it says enter a coupon code for number 5, and the coupon code that they have given you already says Snappy, and that's the 20%. By the time you look at this video, it might be something totally different, but it's probably going to be 20%. I am going to give you my code, which is Shanetta25. If you put that in, you'll save 25%, which is like a pretty good, amount. And so, at number 6, review order details. And they'll tell you that you do have a money back guarantee. If in 45 days you're not satisfied, you can get your money back. But the likelihood of people not being satisfied with their domain and hosting is like slim to none. But I do give it an option for those of you, maybe you don't like it or so. And so the next one is domain registration and package for 1 month. You can do any other length of time. You can do 3 months, 6 months, a year, 2 years, or 3 years. Now, I'm not a one for long commitments, so I don't do the 1 or 2 years. But things can change. But once you've done all that, read below and click the button where it says you read and agree to the terms of service, their cancellation policy, and their private policy, and check out now. And so once you check out, they're going to set up your account. They're going to give you your login information, and then they are going to give you everything you need to set up your WordPress blog. Alright? So let's wait a few while that occurs. Oh, and I'm not going to do checkout now simply because I already have an account. Alright, once your account is set up, once you've received your username and your password, you've written it down, put it in a safe place, you are going to go to the main HostGator site. So if you haven't automatically been logged in, you need to log in now. So in the top right hand corner, you'll see where it says log into customer portal. You're going to click on that, and it's going to take you to welcome back. So put in your information, and then you are going to click on hosting tab. Alright, so once you are in your customer portal, you are going to click on the tab that says hosting, and you're going to go down and you are going to see where it says special offers. Now, you can access this area any different ways. This is going to be the easiest way for you to access it. So you will notice that the special offers that they have, and I want you to just look at some of the things that they say, like being ad credits. That means you can, and a Google AdWords credit. Just make sure you know about these because they did give you credit so that you can advertise and click ads if you choose to. They do give you a I don't know how much it is, maybe $50 or so for you to use when you set up your account and start running ads. Just in case if you're ever going to advertise, that's the important thing to know. And also, they do have extra like a cloud desktop storage. You can use that You can go through this later on. Okay, so you are going to look at where it says get started with WordPress today. Is this the only way to access it? No, but it's the easiest place to access it. You're going to come to where it says quick install, because even though I highly recommend WordPress. It's open source, it's free, so as long as you have a self-hosted website, it can you can download it. WordPress is not the only one. You have Joomla, Drupal, how am I saying this stuff? Drupal, and all this other stuff. I only use WordPress. I tried using like when I was having when I was deciding to have my online school, and but that just got complicated. So that's not for me. So if you're a developer, you may not think that WordPress is the best. I like WordPress because again, it's user friendly and it's easy to start it and to create it. And if you are someone who is new to blogging, it's going to be one of those ones that's really responsive because they have a lot of plugins to go with it to help your site run well without you knowing code. So you're going to click on, even though it says could not find, don't pay any attention. Click on WordPress. Then WordPress is going to come up and it says install WordPress for free. You don't pay for this. You already paid for your domain, your hosting. We're just going to install it onto your site. So you can click the button where it says install WordPress. Ignore this other stuff at the bottom. That's just trying to get you to spend more money. You don't need that. Then when it says install WordPress, you're going to fill out the form below to get started with your install. Now, however domains you have, they're going to come down on the drop box. Okay? And so you're going to click that, and if you want to add an additional path to it, you may. You're going to put in your admin email, your blog title, the name of your blog, your admin user name, and when you use your admin username, I highly recommend you not to use your website. So the website I got was Happy Cakes for Me, right? So instead of saying Happy Cakes for Me, I might say Happy Cakes, or I may do Happy underscore Cakes. I want to do something that is going to be easy for me to remember, but harder for other people to guess. Because there are going to be a lot of people who are going to try to attack your blog. No matter if you're really small or not. Other people, that's all they do all day is trying to, hack accounts and stuff. So don't make it easy for them, alright? Then you're going to put in your first name. Let me do this real quick. Alright, so you're going to fill that information in. Once you fill that information in, you're going to install WordPress. Alright, and then once it's installed, it will let you know that it has been installed. Okay, so now you have your WordPress set up. You are going to now go to your domain name and you are going to type it in, and you're going to type in /WP login. Now, this is important because this is going to take you to your WordPress account, and it's going to take you to your dashboard. For example, if my website is Happy Cakes for Me, happycakesforme.com/WP, which stands for WordPress, -admin. So that's going to be you're the administrator of the account. So this is one of my WordPress accounts. Right here where it says username, password, you're going to put in your information that you have already given them and you've already you've already set up with it. Then you will log in. Okay. Now, once you logged in correctly, you are going to be taken back to your dashboard, which looks like this. Now, some of the things may be different because you haven't installed it yet, or some of these things may have already been installed because I believe HostGator installs some of them already into, but it depends on your hosting provider because some don't. I've had some with no plugins or anything in there. So that's it. This is less than 20 minutes, and this is including me running my mouth. And so it's really easy to set up your WordPress blog so you get started blogging for your business, so you start making money. And so thank you for joining me and have a great day.